What if I told you the most incredible adventures on Earth aren't in any guidebook? I've found 6 hidden spots that will give you more adrenaline than any tourist trap. Forget the crowds and the stage thrills. We're going where only locals and the truly bold dare to go. These are the places whispered about in climbers' bars and divers' hangouts. Raw, untamed, and life-changing. This is about earning your adventure, pushing your limits, and connecting with the wild. Ready to leave the beaten path behind? Hit subscribe. Your bucket list is about to get wild. Let's dive in. My journey began amidst the majestic Swiss Alps, a land of towering peaks and pristine valleys. The air was crisp, the scenery breathtaking, a perfect start to what I knew would be an unforgettable experience. But I wasn't there for the typical postcard views, the kind that draw the usual tourist crowds. I was seeking something deeper, something hidden beneath the surface of this well-trodden paradise. My search led me to Lauterbrunnen, a charming village nestled in a valley. It was there, in a cozy, dimly lit pub, that I met Hans, a retired mountain guide with eyes that held a lifetime of stories. He spoke of Teufelskäfer, the Devil's Jaw, a name that sent a shiver down my spine. It was a canyon shrouded in mystery, a place known only to the locals, a secret whispered among generations of mountain dwellers. I pleaded with him to take me there. He initially refused, but after some persuasion, he agreed, not for money, but for a bottle of fine whiskey. It seemed to be the only currency he valued. That's the currency of true adventure, a bond forged on shared passion and mutual respect. At dawn, with the promise of the unknown hanging heavy in the air, we embarked on our journey. We followed a hidden animal track, barely visible, winding its way through a dense, ancient forest. Sunlight struggled to penetrate the canopy above. As we ventured deeper, the roar of water grew louder, a symphony of nature's raw power. There was no marked trail, no signposts, no throngs of tourists. Just us, the whispering trees, and the mountain's ancient secrets, waiting to be unveiled. Finally, we reached the canyon's edge. The water below was a churning, freezing blue torrent, a force of nature carving its way through the rock. Hans turned to me, a mischievous grin spreading across his weathered face. "The mountain decides if you pass," he said, his voice barely audible above the roar. The first rappel, a daunting 100-foot drop into the heart of a pounding waterfall, a curtain of water cascading down with immense power. The force of the water was relentless, trying to rip me from the rope, testing my grip, my resolve. You can't fight nature here. It's a battle you're destined to lose. You have to move with it, adapt to its rhythm, or you don't move at all. You become another rock in the riverbed. Deeper in, we faced the washing machine, a swirling, disorienting whirlpool, a vortex of water that could trap you, pull you under, and never let you go. It was all about timing, precision, not brute strength, a delicate dance with the forces of nature. One miscalculation, one moment of hesitation, and this beautiful place transforms into a deadly trap. After what felt like hours of rappelling down sheer rock faces, jumping into icy pools and sliding down natural rock slides, we finally emerged. Bruised, battered, freezing to the bone, but more alive, more invigorated than ever before. No guided tour, no prepackaged experience could ever replicate the raw, unfiltered intensity of what we had just endured. It was a true rite of passage, a test of courage and resilience. That night, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Hans and I shared the whiskey in comfortable silence. We didn't need words to express the bond we had forged, the shared experience that had etched itself into our souls. We'd faced the Devil's Jaw, stared into the abyss, and earned its respect, emerging stronger and more connected to the wild. This is what real adventure is all about. Finding those hidden, untouched places, connecting with the local guardians who hold their secrets, and pushing yourself beyond your perceived limits. It's more than just a memory, a story to tell. It becomes an integral part of who you are, shaping your perspective, your values, your very being. Once you taste this wildness, once you experience the untamed beauty and the exhilarating challenge, you'll find yourself chasing it forever, drawn back to the mountains, the canyons, the wild places that call to your soul. The Devil's Jaw was just the beginning of my journey, the first step on a path that would lead me to countless other adventures, to the far corners of the earth, and to the depths of my own being. From the Alps, with their towering peaks and icy landscapes, to the vibrant, teeming jungles of Mexico, I chased the unknown, driven by a thirst for exploration, into the heart of the Yucatan's mystical cenotes. These natural sinkholes, gateways to another world, beckoned me with their mysterious depths. The famous ones, those easily accessible and well-known, are often crowded with tourists, their tranquility shattered by the noise and commotion. But I wasn't interested in the well-trodden path. I wanted the real gateway, the authentic passage to the Mayan underworld. Xibalba, a realm shrouded in legend and whispered about in hushed tones. My guide, Miguel, a local expert with generations of knowledge passed down, led me to La Cathedral, a cenote known only to a select few who respected its secrets. Cave diving here isn't for beginners or the faint of heart. It demands respect, skill, and unwavering focus. One wrong move, a moment of hesitation, can be your last. The entrance was a mere crack in the jungle floor, almost imperceptible, cleverly hidden by a curtain of thick, verdant vines. We descended slowly, carefully into the absolute darkness, our powerful lights barely able to pierce the inky blackness that enveloped us. The passage was incredibly tight, a claustrophobic squeeze, forcing us to swim single file, our movements synchronized, each breath measured and deliberate. Every movement deliberate, calculated, and precise. There was no room for error. Panic is the ultimate enemy in this environment. You have to trust implicitly in your rigorous training and place your complete faith in your experienced guide. Suddenly, without warning, the cave opened up dramatically, revealing an immense chamber, a cathedral of the underworld, filled with breathtaking ancient stalactites and scattered Mayan relics, silent witnesses to centuries of history. We were floating weightlessly through history, suspended in time, surrounded by offerings, pottery, and artifacts left by the Mayan people centuries ago as tributes to their gods. Every minute spent in this submerged world was a calculated risk, a delicate dance with the unknown. One wrong move, one silt out that reduces visibility to zero, or a single piece of equipment failure, and you're in very real, immediate danger. Emerging back into the bright sunlight felt not just like survival, but like a true rebirth, a return from the depths, to touch the very edge of the Mayan underworld, to glimpse its secrets and feel its power is a rare privilege, an experience few will ever have the opportunity to know. It's an extraordinary adventure, a journey that fuses history, heart-stopping danger, and unparalleled beauty together in a way that nothing else can. Next stop, Guatemala's Volcán de Fuego, one of the world's most active volcanoes. Most tours keep you at a safe distance. I wanted to get close, really close. This is forbidden, dangerous, and unsanctioned. No company will take you. In Antigua, I found Carlos, a former soldier who knew the volcano's moods. We left at midnight, moving fast, ready to turn back at the first sign of danger. The hike was in darkness, the ground trembling beneath our feet. As we neared the summit, Fuego erupted. Lava fountains, rocks raining down, the sky ablaze. We donned gas masks, the air thick with sulfur. Carlos timed our moves, guiding us across an exposed ridge between eruptions. One wrong step, one unexpected blast, and there's no escape. Standing just hundreds of meters from the crater, the raw power was overwhelming. The descent was just as treacherous, legs burning, adrenaline surging. At sunrise, we returned, exhausted, changed, and alive. We danced with fire and survived. This wasn't a hike, it was a pilgrimage to the heart of the earth. After the fire, I felt a deep need to reconnect with something powerful, something untamed. I craved the ocean's raw power, the kind that can reshape coastlines and humble even the most seasoned sailors. So I went to Ericeira, Portugal, a place where the ocean's energy is palpable. It's not just any surf town, it's Europe's only world surfing reserve, a testament to the quality and importance of its waves. The main breaks are understandably packed, a vibrant mix of locals and tourists all vying for the same waves. But I wasn't looking for the well-trodden path. I'd heard rumors of a secret right-hand point break, a gem fiercely protected by the local surfing community. Finding it, I knew, wouldn't be easy. It was a test. Locals gave me vague directions, often with a knowing smile, sizing up my dedication and intentions. They wanted to see if I was truly committed to respecting their home. So I spent days earning trust, immersing myself in the local culture. I surfed the main breaks, patiently waiting my turn, showing respect for the established order and the unwritten rules of the lineup. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, an old surfer named Joao, a man with eyes that held the wisdom of the ocean, gave me a cryptic clue. Follow the goat path past the fisherman's shrine, where the old mariners pay their respects. If the ocean allows, if she deems you worthy, you'll find it. The hike was brutal. a true test of physical and mental endurance. Down treacherous cliffs, pushing through thick thorns that tore at my skin, scrambling over sharp rocks, my board a constant burden in my hand. The path weeds out the uncommitted, those who aren't truly willing to work for the reward. But finally, after what felt like an eternity, I found it. A perfect peeling wave, breaking with a mesmerizing rhythm, and only 3 others out in the lineup. Paddling out, I waited my turn, respecting the locals who had clearly earned their place in this hidden paradise. A nod from a local, a silent acknowledgement, meant I was in, accepted into their fold. The wave was fast, powerful, and pure magic, a feeling I won't soon forget. But the real reward, the true treasure, was the journey itself. Earning trust, facing the challenge, and sharing the moment with a community that valued respect and dedication. Adventure isn't simply given, it's earned through perseverance and respect. I surfed until the last rays of sunset painted the sky in fiery hues, sharing a final wave with Joao, a silent acknowledgement of the bond we'd formed. No words needed. The ocean had spoken for us. We'd shared a secret, a perfect moment, protected not just by the towering cliffs, but by the unwavering loyalty of the community. From ocean to desert, Wadi Rum, Jordan, the Valley of the Moon. Most come for jeep tours, but I was here to climb ancient Bedouin routes, passed down for generations. My guide, Ahmad, saw the mountains as home, not a playground. Our first climb followed his great-grandfather's path to a hidden cistern. No ropes, no harnesses, just trust in the rock and Ahmad's guidance. The holds were worn smooth by centuries of hands. As we climbed, the world fell away. Just wind, sun, and sandstone. Ahmad pointed out petroglyphs, stories carved by his ancestors. Reaching the cistern, a secret oasis, was magical. In the desert, knowing these routes is survival, not sport. At sunset, Ahmad brewed tea on a high ledge. Silence, stars, and stories filled the night. This was more than adventure. It was a connection to a culture and a land shaped by time. My final adventure, a remote Philippine island, home to a wild, unexplored underground river. My guide, June, led me through dense jungle to a hidden cave, a vertical drop into darkness. We rappelled in, the jungle sounds fading to silence. At the bottom, we inflated pack rafts and paddled down a black, silent river. Sometimes the ceiling was so low we had to lie flat. Other times, we carried our gear through mud. We swam through cold water, our lights revealing blind cave fish. After hours, June led me to the hidden beach, a sandy bank deep inside the earth. With a flare, the chamber erupted in red light, revealing waterfalls and glittering mineral ceilings. For 30 seconds, we saw the true scale of this subterranean cathedral. Emerging, covered in mud and exhausted, felt like rebirth. We'd traveled through the veins of the earth, witnessing beauty few ever see. This was pure exploration. No path, no signs, just a guide, a headlamp, and the will to see what's hidden. I'm linking every local guide, gear list, and safety tip in the description. These adventures aren't for everyone. They demand preparation, respect, and real skill. Before you try anything like this, be honest about your abilities and get the right training. The wild doesn't forgive arrogance. Treat local guides and their homes with respect. They're the true guardians of these places. Drop a mountain emoji if you're ready for off-the-grid adventure and share your wildest story below. Stay wild and stay safe.